I gotta get in character.
Character, boy. Dude.
Bro, y'all live on YouTube.
We live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Shout out YouTube.
feel like a star.
Tell them make sure they catch the block every Saturday from 1 from midnight to 1 p.m.
Block done had their time for the day, man. Fuck the block.
Oh,
man.
so you can't give us our shameless plug?
Yeah, at the end of the show,
We
where
should.
it's
Y'all
where it's
did
supposed to
the
be.
whole show on our show.
Okay, we let y'all go on our show and take over a whole segment
Barely.
by yourself. So
Just
what you
a segment,
saying?
though.
That's all y'all need. We the vets up in here, man.
Alright, here you go.
We the one that got 30 in, man. 30 strong.
We right behind you.
What's it, 36? I think it's 36.
Nah, you off some numbers.
What is it?
It's like 34, 35 now.
34, 35.
You gotta look at YouTube. B, what you cook Thanksgiving?
Man, I bought a honey baked ham.
Oh hell,
Yeah, I cheated.
just like somebody with some money.
No. I just did this easy. Made it simple for me.
I smoked 3 turkeys.
I thought you was about to talk about blunts.
Nah,
I know. I'm like, where is he going with this one?
I deep fried 3 turkeys.
That's not bad. That's impressive.
That shit was
That's
good
impressive.
too, man.
I bet it was.
Ready, Cam?
Yes, sir. Hit it.
You are now listening to the Real Game Sports Show on Villa Cooler Radio with your boys, Calby Easy and Big Marcus.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
What up, what up, what up? This is The Real Game, the game inside of the game, the hottest, dopest sports show in the world. This is your guy, Cal B. Easy. And what is you doing, man? Y'all know this is Big Marcus, man. What is you doing, man? I can't even get through my...
Man, I got a new pen. It might get a little smoky up in this mother.
This is Cal B. Easy, man. Rolling
Your boy.
my boy. Blue pen, smoke pen, green light. Big Marcus. What it do, Big Marcus?
Man,
You all right, sir?
Yeah, I'm ready today.
Already. I turns around and you got a pen in your mouth. I don't understand. But let me go ahead and introduce the dopest production staff on this side of Facebook. Yes, let's turn that down. Big Marcus, turn that down. Sir, London the Great, the guy on the wheels and the steers. What up, sir? You doing all right? Yes. Thumbs up. He's eating chips. He's having a good time over there. And last but not least, well, not last but not least, but before I get to last but not least, that's over there. SP, super producer Cam King. What up, sir? How you doing?
I'm great, sir. How about yourself, Cal B?
Man, I am blessed, brother. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
Already. Good to hear that. Let's have a good show.
And we will. And that's what I'm gonna call you, Mr. Statistician. Last but not least. That's gonna be your name. Last but not least.
Yeah, man.
I didn't get a haircut this week because the barber was out of town. Mr. Dillon, sir, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good. You sound like you didn't get a haircut either. You sound like it. Facebook, what it do? We are live. We are Facebook Live. Man, how y'all doing out there? Hope y'all doing well, because we are doing great as well. VillaCoolerRadio.com, what it do? Appreciate y'all for always tuning in and showing out with your guys. Where we at? YouTube, what it do? YouTube, y'all here? YouTube, what's up? Twitch, any Twitch?
Yes, Switch.
Twitch. What up, Twitch? I like Twitch. Twitch, who's listening? Twitch, hit us up, man. Hit us up on the hotline. Man, you know, we don't talk about the hotline enough. Hit us up on the hotline, 214. What's the number, 214?
Hey.
What's the number, 214-267-8320?
Yeah,
214-267-8320. Hit us up, man. We finna get into some dope topics. We got some nice music on tap. Kobe Savage is on deck. Man, these topics, like I say, man, they about to be on fire. I do a dot segment, gonna get us through this thing. And download the app. Download the Villa Cooler Radio app. You can go to iTunes Store, just plug in Villa Cooler Radio, hit the app. It's gonna be a globe with the headphones on. hit that up. And also, you can go through Amazon and Google Play as well. It's just a globe with the headphones on. Hit us up right there. So, all the particulars out the way, Big Marcus?
I wasn't listening to you.
All right. Let's get to it. You know what? I'm going to start the show off like this. Since you weren't listening to them, I think I'm going to get your attention. Now, your Dallas Cowboys, they are 0-3 since Zeke has left. They can't score any points. Cannot score points, right? Can't get less than 10, but they giving up about 35 a game. 5-6, 4 games behind in the division, a game or so out of the wild card.
I get your point. You can stop it at any time.
Well, I was just trying to make sure everybody was abreast of what was going on with your Dallas
I'm
Cowboys.
pretty sure people know about America's team. I'm pretty sure they know what's
You sure? We still America's team? We still talking that? We haven't won a playoff game in 18, 19, 20 years.
We are still America's team, and you know that.
Well, you
That's
go
why
ahead.
you started off the show with the Cowboys.
Well, because you wasn't paying attention to me. But I thought I'd get your attention then. But your 5-6 Dallas Cowboys, right? This is where we are. We're 5-6. Can't score points. Okay.
You just said all this while ago, man. Why you repeat what you said? What question do you have for me?
I got your attention now, don't I, Big Marcus?
What question do you have? Let me just kill you, man. Goddamn.
Who's at fault? Whose fault is this? Whose fault is that your Dallas Cowboys is at 5-6 in an easy part of the schedule?
Man, I got like 2 hours on this.
Well, we ain't got but 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
That's all we got.
It's a lot of people at fault.
Well, before we get into whose fault it is,
Okay.
think about it, because we got a clip we gonna put out
You
there.
got a clip for the Cowboys?
We got a couple of clips. So think about whose fault it is. We're gonna throw it over to ASP and get that clip on. Let's do it.
Which one do we want first?
Jason Garrett.
Oh, you got 2 clips?
Oh man, I'm on it today, buddy.
Well, obviously we got to get it right. That's my job. That's our job as a coaching staff. And again, we put ourselves in good positions in the first half in each of these last 3 games, and we just haven't done enough on either side of the ball in the kicking game to allow us to compete towards the end of the ball game, the last 30 minutes. And we'll look at the specific things from this game, try to get them corrected, and move forward.
Did you hear what he said? He said we did some good things in these last 3 games.
In the first, he said
in the first half.
And it's funny that he say first half, because that's the only time they do well. He's on my list as who to blame.
Number 1.
I don't know about number 1. 'Cause at the end of the day, you're a man out there. You got to get it done. But as a coach, you got to set your players up for success. And if you recognize just not these last 3 games before that, even when we was winning the games, we always have came out flat this season after the half. And it's up to your coach to get you ready first to come out for the game and to make the right adjustments from the first half. And Jason Garrett is not doing that. He might not be the coach that can take us to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl. It's just like you can only take us to a certain point, and then somebody else needs to take us over that thing. He's an 8-8 coach. As simple as that. He's one of the people.
He's one of them. 13-3 last year.
13. Every dog has a good day. What was the record before we was 13-3? The season before.
A lot of injuries that year. It was a sub 500 season.
I don't want to hear about the injuries.
It was a sub 500 season. I don't know the exact record.
Okay,
it was sub 500.
before that, they had a good season.
They had a good season.
And then before that, it was 8-8, and then 8-8, and then 8-8.
Okay.
How many games have the Cowboys won as far as in the postseason with Jason Garrett?
Well, we don't want to talk about that because this is not Jason. There's a lot of coaches who haven't won in the postseason with the Cowboys. So we haven't won a postseason game since 1996, I think.
I'm going to ask you about Jason Garrett. I don't care about who done died and everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about
hostile, mobile.
Who hostile? I'm hostile? I'm
versatile.
I'm hostile?
Yeah, kind of hostile over
there.
Oh,
my bad. I don't mean to be like that, man.
Angry guy.
This pig got me crunk, man. Got me amped up.
What we got, statistician?
They have won a playoff game with
That's
Jason
what I-
Garrett.
How many? Oh,
One?
one. They did win one. They did. Oh,
Yeah.
in 2000 was it 13?
14.
14. They did win one.
That's the Green Bay loss when
Okay.
the catch. That's the catch.
So
Yeah.
Redhead Jesus have got one. So Redhead Jesus is one person on your list.
Man, don't call him Redhead Jesus. Man, he don't even deserve that name.
Redhead, okay. Redhead Moses. he's one person on your list, right?
One person. On
Okay. Rain Dakota. Where does he fit?
You got a clip of Rain?
I got something. Rain was. Let's go to Rain. Let's talk to Rain.
Pride. If you're turning and trying to you point your finger at the reason we're not having success is another guy or this or that, then you're not gonna get it in this league. So I mean, the last thing I'm doing is pointing the finger and saying we need this guy, we need that to happen. As I said, we gotta figure out what's going on and get out of this funk.
Well, that was Rain Dakota, and what I've gotten from what?
I'm just waiting for. I'm ready.
Well, what I got from Rain Dakota was simply this: they are missing. They were missing all pro players. You know, Tyron Smith,
He's
Sean
back.
Lee.
He played.
No. What I'm saying is before the skid started, you were missing Tyron Smith, Sean Lee, Ezekiel Elliott. So a lot of people were saying, okay, you know, let's get Tyron back from the Atlanta game. He comes back, same thing. You're missing Sean Lee, okay. He come back, may be the same thing. So, you know, Ezekiel Elliott, you know, if your team is so dependent on one guy, then you might not have a good team. But what I like from Rain Dakota in an extension of that clip was he basically said what I've been saying. These guys need to look in the mirror, man up, and take an account for what they're doing. Because what's happening is they want to not so much point the finger, but they're not taking accountability for what they're doing. And that, to me, that starts with leadership. Jason Garrett.
How do we go from Jason Garrett to
Well, because
Dak to back to Jason
Nah,
Garrett?
because
Let's stay on Dak.
no, because the reason why
You don't want to put any blame on Dak. That's the
I'm
problem.
not gonna put any because Rain Dakota is still playing good football. Now he's forcing some things.
He's playing good football.
He forced some things. He has forced some things. That happens in the grand scheme of things. But for the most part, when you don't have anybody to throw the ball to, you don't have anybody blocking for you. It's only so much you can do with the
I understand that, but Rain Dakota, that's his name.
Rain Dakota Prescott.
He is playing like a fourth round.
Absolutely not.
This is what you get when you pick a quarterback in the fourth round.
No, I disagree. When you can't block for them, you have wide receivers who cannot get open.
Your team has
Your coaches don't make adjustments at halftime.
You want to blame everybody else, man. If you look at it, he's not even throwing it downfield, man.
He can't throw
Man,
the
what
ball
am I-
downfield if he don't have time. Who's gonna go get it? Because as much as I like Desmond Damon, that's Des Bryant, that is, he cannot separate from these defensive backs. That's a problem.
That's a problem too.
That's a huge problem.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
T. Will can't catch a ball. When it does hit his hands, it goes out of his hands. Jason Witten won't run before yard routes. Cole Beasley, and what has happened with Cole Beasley, this is not indicative of Cole Beasley. What has happened was teams said, listen, Cole Beasley was your most effective player on offense last year. We're gonna push him to the sideline, use the sideline as an extra man. Cole Beasley can't get open because teams know, let's play him this way.
Cole Beasley can't get open because Cole Beasley
disagree.
is not playing up to his
No, I disagree.
his potential.
No. If you look at the games,
You cannot stop. You cannot stop the slant on the inside like that.
The
You
way
know
they-
what I'm saying?
the way they
as quick
defended-
as he is, he should be able to get open, man. You ain't running for 4 yards.
What is happening? And what I know about Rain Dakota, if you're not open, he won't throw the ball. And so because of that, Cole Beasley cannot get open because of the way defenders are defending him. It's just what it is.
How do we solve this problem, man? Because
Good question.
The Dak is too cautious in the outfit.
No.
He's too cautious. He's not accurate.
He was cautious last year. He was 13-3. Listen.
Because you had a running game last
I
year.
understand.
You had the leading rusher in the NFL last year.
And that takes
And I figured out these last 3 games that Zeke makes everybody better.
Well,
Everybody. You know how when you used to hoop with me and you scored, 12, 15, you had some career highs, you know what I'm saying?
he said 12.
I made you better. Me and Cam made your game better. You know what I'm saying? But then when you was out there by yourself, hey.
So let's go. Let's go ahead. We gonna go ahead. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the real game. I don't know what
Where
Big
my
Marcus.
pen?
Big Marcus is leaning over to the left some way somehow. I don't know where that come from,
I'm just telling you. I realized Thanksgiving that Zeke makes everybody better.
well, a
Everybody's
good
game.
run game makes a lot of things better. But we got to get out of here. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back on the other side of the break. We're gonna finish this Cowboy talk because I got another thing to say to you. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get out of here. This is the Real Game Sports Show. Let's get to it.
This is The Real Game on VillaCoolaRadio.com.
The fabric extent is now in effect on VillaRadio.com.
I wish I could kiss you to sleep.
I wish I could kiss you for sleep.
You're on my mind, so they gotta fall in line. I'm on the grind, trying to make more of my time. You're like a star, so far out there in space. Can't say I need you, but I can't forget your face. Sinking and watching and wishing and hoping and praying, knowing I can't rush, but there's no delaying. Girl, I gotta get back there. I know you asking for easy, but girl, I please more than your body. Can you just give me where we started and wanted? Oh, we gotta get up there. You gotta earn your weight in gold. Sometimes you love me, sometimes I don't know. I'ma earn your trust in time. Cause I like you on my mind. She reached for me. It's raining like
CoolerRadio.com. Tell your friends.
What it do? What's going down? This your boys, Cal Bees and Big Marcus, man. This is the Real Game Sports Show, man. We bring you that hottest, dopest commentary around town, man. We finna get right back into it, Big Marcus.
Now, before we get back into it, man, did you see what just played, man?
What?
Huh? You gonna be a star, man.
Oh, I missed it. What happened?
You got your own commercial.
Well, y'all killing me.
Man, you got your own commercial, man.
Come on, man.
Man, just, we ain't signed no contracts, man. I need a contract, a Real Game contract. Just in case you decide you want to pursue an actor.
See what you doing? You see what you doing? Boy, you dirty. Boy, you dirty as they come. You gonna lock me in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a buyout contract. Boy, what's going down?
You got to sign a contract, man.
Boy, that's dirty.
You looking too serious on that commercial, man.
Say, man, look here. Let's get into this sports talk.
Man, we're going to talk about it after the show, man.
Yeah, man. Let's get into this sports talk. Off air talk. Big Marcus. This Cowboys thing, man. We're gonna get into some other stuff, but before we go any further, we had a small list of people. We had Jason Garrett. Who's at fault? Jason Garrett, Rain Dakota. I think we can throw Dez into that thing. I think we can throw Scott Linehan into that thing. I think we can blame a few people. But we want to wrap this thing up with how can this thing be fixed? Or can it be fixed? 5-6. Zeke comes back, in 3 more? He has 3 more games, right?
Hey.
5. So with that being said, Can this be fixed?
Nah, the season over with. You cannot make the playoffs.
Okay.
That's what we're living for. That's what we're trying to make it to, the playoffs.
Yeah. There's
See?
4 games right now out of the NFC East, so that's out. The only way you get it now is a wild card, and I think you're a game and a half out of that, maybe 2.
And the way you playing where you can't score,
Yeah.
I mean, because we thought that the offense was going to be the strong point, and that's not the case.
Well, it started out that way. You know, I think we discussed that the Cowboys needed to score maybe 30 points a game, pretty much to kind of give that defense, not expose them as much, but that defense has been exposed the past 3 weeks, heavily exposed.
The offense has been exposed.
Well, the offense have
last
too.
3 weeks. A dude made $250,000 off one Cowboy game.
Yeah, we failed to mention that the Falcons defensive end for having 6 sacks, he scored $750,000.
Yeah.
750,000 was it? If he get a couple of more sacks, I think he get a cool meal ticket.
Cowboys helped them, but yeah, man, it's just I don't know if you can correct the season, and I think it needs to be some major changes because you're not consistent. You can't be that Pittsburgh, but you have that Pittsburgh talent.
Okay.
I didn't expect, and I'm hoping it's not the case, but I didn't expect to have a losing season this year, even after knowing that Zeke was going to get suspended at some point. I just didn't expect it.
I understand. I get it.
Heads must roll, baby. Some heads must roll. Man.
Well, Jerry have come out in support of Jason Garrett, so we'll see. Maybe he'll make some changes otherwise. But as far as the head coach, he won't. But talking about Jerry, he dropped the alleged, well, not the alleged, but the lawsuit threat. That conversation is out. He's done with that. What do you think about that? What do you think about Jerry throwing this out there? He's going to sue the league. He's going to sue his owners. He's going to sue everybody. Then all of a sudden, no, I'm not going to do it. What was that?
Man, you know I ride or die with Jerry, man. We got what we wanted. Jerry told me, you know what I'm saying?
Jerry told you?
He told me he got what he wanted, man. The owners.
First of all, when was this conversation?
Man, don't worry about that, man.
Because normally, you normally like to tell us different things, but that one you just kind of hear from us. Did you talk to Jerry?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Face to face, man. That was some Johnny Black.
What's in that? Oh, for the Johnny Black. Okay. What did Jerry say?
Jerry hit that.
He hit that. I know. I know Jerry do hit it.
Jerry told me that now people are listening, man. Owners are being able to give feedback. So he's tired of spending money. So he's just going to drop it.
Okay.
I believe Jerry.
You believe Jerry? Jerry can tell you anything.
I told you I'm a ride or die with Jerry, man.
Well, Jerry didn't have a chance from the jump. This was only to get their attention. Jerry had no shot on beating the NFL.
You always have a shot, man. It might be a small shot.
A shot in hell. That's what you got,
man,
a shot in.
That's a shot, man.
Okay.
So we always had a shot. Don't say we didn't have a shot of winning.
Okay. Well, Jerry didn't have a chance. Jerry didn't have a chance. He did the right move. Now, before we move on, sources are saying that the contract extension for Goodell may go through as early as next week. So I think Jerry knew that. Go ahead and let that thing go. That's Jerry talk. This Jerry talk was dead in the Cowboys talk because the season is dead, right? But let's talk about something on the flip side. Let's talk about, and you brought this up yourself, the Purple People Eaters in Minnesota.
The who?
The Purple People Eaters. Minnesota Vikings.
I ain't never heard that name.
You ain't never heard that? Thank you, Londa. Thank you, sir.
That?
Yeah, Purple People Eaters.
The Purple People Eaters.
Yes.
It used to be called that back in the day because of their defense when they were good.
Let's go ahead. Big Marcus, you get over there on the board. We're going to put Super Producer over here. Yeah, the Purple People. That was back in the day, back in maybe 70s. Look that up, statistician.
When the last time you heard somebody say that?
Well, they haven't been this good in a while. Now we could talk about the Minnesota Vikings defense being good.
Man, I watched it when Randy Moss was there, and I thought they was pretty good.
They were good then. They were good.
And I never heard that.
But defensively, they wasn't what they are now. This defense right here is outstanding.
I think it was the Tarkenton days, wasn't it?
Fran Tarkenton, yes, he was. Absolutely.
Oh, I was supposed to know about that?
I mean, you got to be don't worry about it. Don't worry about the savant talk. Don't worry about the savant talk. But Minnesota Vikings, man, I like what they're doing. And I told you when we did our mid-season awards, was that last week or week before last?
Week before last.
Week before last. I told you the most complete. I told you the most complete team in the NFL are the Minnesota Vikings. I told you that.
True that.
And that is what's happening.
I took your advice and I betted on it.
Yes.
And won.
Yes. If you listen to me more, I can make you more money. Listen to me more, sir. Listen to me more. I like what the Vikings are doing. I like what they're doing. Now, here's the thing I want to get to, though, as far as with the Minnesota Vikings. Bridgewater's back. Case Keenum is playing really well. Sam Bradford will be coming back, but I think he's on IR, but they bring him back maybe towards the end of the season if he comes back to the roster, which he shouldn't. What is the dilemma real quick, Minnesota? Bridgewater's ready. Are they waiting for Case Keenum just to fall off the cliff? Or they just ride this hot hand?
They probably end up riding the hot hand.
Okay.
Before I get to that, though, I watched the game Thanksgiving. They played Thanksgiving, the early game.
Yes, Detroit.
You know, I watched it with Londa. We had a live band at our Thanksgiving gathering. How cool is that? But anyway,
a live band.
A live band.
Sweet.
Drums, mics.
Sweet.
Singing.
Sweet.
You know what I'm saying? At a house event. It ain't like we was at somebody, like at a place or something. It was at somebody's house. But anyway.
Super impressive.
I was impressed.
Super
impressive.
You
know, it don't take much for me to be impressed. But I was impressed, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, damn, you know. But anyway, the Vikings reminded me of the 95 Cowboys. That's who I thought I was watching Thanksgiving.
95 Cowboys?
What's the tight end? I mean, Adam, the running back for them.
Latavius Murray. That's the main guy. And then they have another running back. Who?
The main guy is Jared McKinnon.
Jared McKinnon. Thank you, statistician. But Murray was the offseason acquisition from Raiders. Okay.
Marvin Jones, wide receiver.
Okay.
And then they got Rudolph as the tight end.
Rudolph is the but who you're missing? Now you're not missing Adam Thielen, the wide receiver. He's a guy. He's doing he's playing really well.
And I don't know the safety name.
I told you he was the best defensive player in the NFL. Didn't I tell you that, Harrison Smith? Didn't I tell you, Big Marcus, earlier when we was doing these shows? I told you that Harrison Smith was the best defensive player.
He reminded me of Woodson.
When you gonna tell me I'm good, Big Marcus?
He ain't the best defensive player. He's not the best, so don't even go there. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm not gonna tell you the best.
Okay.
I'm just telling you he stands out. He's that Ryan Woodson.
He stands out. Okay.
He put that hat on you. Bam! I'm crunk today, man.
Listen, you gotta get out of here. But I tell you what, I like what the Vikings are doing. I like what they're doing.
They can win the Super Bowl.
They have the ingredients. They have the recipe to win it. Why? The Zimmer, I love Mike Zimmer. He used to be DC down here in Dallas. I love Mike Zimmer.
That's why I look like the Cowboys.
Yes, sir. He used to be DC when they were doing really good.
Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. Mike Zimmer. So watch out for them Vikings, man. Those purple people eaters. Hey, what up, Keller Logistics, man? What's going down? Don't y'all work hard over there? Work really, really smart. So
smoke
with
some
that.
Weed.
No, man. No. They can't smoke weed at work.
Why not?
Super producer, man.
Get
we
that
gotta do it.
synthetic piss.
Do or die. Pick one.
Okay, real quick. I got something for you, statistician. Can you look up for me, real quick?
Oh shit!
We had 3 triple doubles. I think
say
this week, but LeBron had a triple double. Could you find out what the numbers was on that? Ball had a triple double. Find out the numbers on that. And what's your boy in Oklahoma? Westbrook. He had a triple double. So Westbrook, Ball, and LeBron
against Golden State.
Just find out their last triple doubles that they had. So I'm gonna get into it. Cal, be easy.
What it do?
Unfortunately, let's start off with some unfortunate news with the passing of Terry Glenn. great wide receiver who played for the Cowboys. Another great receiver. They wore number 88.
83.
83. I'm
Yes, sir.
sorry. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
He did not wear 88.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Do or die, Cal, be easy.
Yes, sir.
Terry Glenn. He was a top 25 receiver in the NFL.
Rest in heaven. Rest in peace. Terry Glenn. However, no, he was not a top 25 receiver. He was a good receiver. Top 25, and no.
What do you feel kept Terry Glenn out of the top 25?
The women.
The women. No. He was good. He was a good receiver, but if you really line up top receivers, he just wouldn't make that cut.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Big Marcus, how you feel about it? Do or die, Terry Glenn, top 25 NFL receiver.
I really don't know because I couldn't even name 20. I couldn't put in order the 20.
Well, that's why I gave him 25 because I don't know if anybody will put him up in there in like the top 10. So the next thing would be like top 25.
I'm going to say die. He's not top 25.
Okay, all right. Any particular reason why you feel about that?
He doesn't stand out.
Okay.
Yeah. He was good. He was solid.
Right. Do or die, Big Marcus. Jason Garrett does not have but one or two more of these feeble seasons left in him before he gets canned.
It's hard to tell what Jerry gonna do, but I'm gonna say that's a dude. He probably be on the hot seat, as they put it, next year.
Okay. Cal, be easy. Do or die. Jason Garrett does not have but one or two or more of these feeble seasons left in him.
I think I would say it's a die. I wouldn't want to put a numerical amount on it, but because Jason is Jerry has who he wants in place. Somebody that he can coach through. He can pretty much go to the media whenever he wants to say what he wants. Jerry can go to the media and say who's starting for the Dallas Cowboys and not the head coach. It'll be impossible to get a good head coach in here because of the way Jerry is running the team.
Gotcha. Statistician, were you able to get those stats for me? LeBron, what was his triple-double? I think he had a couple of days ago.
He had one last
He
night.
had 27 points.
27,
16 rebounds, 13 assists.
Okay, and what was Ball? Ball had one earlier this week.
11.
His was 11, 16. I remember his was 11, 16, and 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Westbrook, didn't he have
16
one?
rebounds.
Did Westbrook have one this week?
Yeah, he had one too.
He didn't have one. Okay. So, do or die. The point I'm trying to make
He was one
here,
assist off.
Yeah, last night.
Point I'm trying to make here, do or die, Cal, be easy. Is Ball a superior player? Number-wise, physically? Do you see anything?
I'm not gonna give up on Ball, man. Ball, listen, he's only a few games in. He got a long career. Ball is gonna be fine. We see he has matched he is the youngest player ever to record a triple double. So he's gonna be fine. We just have to work on some things, but he's gonna be fine.
Good point. Big Marcus, how you feel about it?
What was the
do or die?
Is he elite?
Is he an elite player?
Man, that's a die. Okay. And the follow-up, I'm just gonna give you some numbers. Last 5 games, 7.6 points.
This is do or die, man. We don't
9 rebounds, 6 assists.
This a do or die, man. This rapid fire. Just rapid fire, man. We don't have time to go through stats.
He wanted me to follow up. I just threw out some numbers. That's all I did.
Well, that is your do or die for the week, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Do or die.
That's a good do or die.
One.
You wanna ride in the backseat of a caddy, chop it up with do or die.
Hey, what it do, man. That was our do or die segment brought to you by none other than the super producer Cam King himself. So, Big Marcus, man, we got a few more topics, man. A few more topics to get into that breezy segment that's coming up, man. We got some. Stop touching my stuff. What are you looking for?
You still have my pins?
Man, no. Your pin, man, no. Try to touch your pins, man. We gotta get out of here. So,
fair.
Kobe Savage is on deck, man. Villa Coolers on Kobe Savage is on deck, so we're gonna go ahead and get to that, and then we're gonna come back on the other side. Let's get to it.
Have mercy.
This is The Real Game on VillaCoolaRadio.com.
A table made in the presence of my enemies. I'm talking about the enemy of depression, the enemy of defeat, the enemy of fear, failure, the enemy of poverty, procrastination, the enemy of negativity. Bind it up in the name of the Lord. No negative vibes, I push the pedal and thrive. I know the devil, his only hope is to see my demise. I see he's surprised, from nothing I rise. From hustling on the corner to speaking with God. I was broken inside, pain opened my mind. Jesus told me to move over, who told you to drive? I know where you headed, it's trouble that way. If you follow my lead, I won't lead you astray. Now look in my eyes, all the worry has died. I'm curry and crunch time, finger up to the sky. Keep up with my stride. My enemies try. Whenever they gain ground, they stumble from pride. I'm humble, I cry. You wondering why? America's like a jungle where underlings die. The truth is a mirror, separated from lies. I'm the son of a king, educated and wise. In the presence of my enemies. In the presence of my enemies. I'm in the presence of my enemies. Bow your head, say your grace, go ahead and feast. In the presence of my enemies. In the presence of my enemies. I'm in the presence of my enemies. Bow your head, say your grace, go ahead and feast. No more service and fiends, faith resurrected my dreams. Every blessing supreme, every error redeemed. Every terror the devil brings, I block it and sing. Victorious songs of praise like Kirk and his team. I'm picking up steam, like lightning I beam. I'm writing righteously now, they say I'm esteemed. You follow regimes, I follow the king. I'm done having the borrowers flowing like streams. From dirty to clean, spiritual things bless me to take flight with invisible wings. This more than you bargained for, I implore you to think. Ignoring negative, no, that's a daily routine. I was deep in ravines, facing devilish schemes. Went from whispering silent prayers to shouting my plea. He told me my dreams would turn into green, turn into something special that suddenly seen. In the presence of my enemies. In the presence of my enemies. I'm in the presence of my enemies. Bow your head, say your grace, go ahead and feast. In the presence of my enemies. In the presence of my enemies. I'm in the presence of my enemies. Bow your head, say your grace, go ahead and feast.
What's up, world? You're listening to VillaCoolaRadio.com. Tell your friends.
What it do? This your boys Cal Beezy, man. Big Marcus, man. This is the real game, man. We doing this thing real big and real official, man. Download that Villa Cooler Radio app right now. Go to your iTunes store. If you got that iPhone, or you can go to Amazon and download the Villa Cooler Radio app as well. What?
Don't do that.
What?
Man, if you got Android.
Oh, is it Android? I don't even know what it is. I just know.
If you got Android, man, go to your Google Play store.
Google Play. I don't know. I just know iPhone.
Man, I wonder, and I was thinking about this week. Do most people have an Android or an iPhone? That was one of the questions. In the whole world, which operating system does most people?
That would be interesting.
Statistician looked it up. I finally gave him one thing to look up. I'm proud of myself.
You might as well. You pay him.
Yeah, man. Hey,
I pay him for y'all over there. He's chilling. What is that? Android?
Yeah,
that's
Samsung.
Android. Samsung.
Galaxy.
Oh, that's the phone that blow up on you, ain't it?
No, this ain't the phone.
Oh, okay.
But that don't look like a 10 though either. You try to explore that.
Okay.
That look like a 5.
This is a 7, sir.
A 7.
This is a 7, sir.
Okay.
I skip. I get every other generation.
So you're not getting the 10.
I'm gonna get the 10, sir.
But actually the 10 is what, the 9?
Yeah, I don't know why they skipped the 9. I gotta look
That's
that up.
Apple, stupid ass Apple for you though. Skipping numbers and shit.
College football. College football. Listen, we are getting to that time of the season, man, where things start to really count, right? We're getting to the 8, 9, 10, 11 week thing. Conference championships starting, the bowl season. Teams are kind of getting slotted to where they're going. And this is when it gets fun. This week is rivalry week, right, Big Marcus? Rivalry week. That means if you hate one school, you going to play that school. That's how it go, right? So right now we got Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State looking like they about to pull away. It's 31-20. Michigan played close, but they starting to pull away from them. We got Clemson and South Carolina tonight. What we got? We got an answer.
Worldwide, 86.2% have Android and 12.9% has iPhone.
Yeah, but see, that's the exclusivity of it. Having an iPhone is an exclusive club. See, I don't want to be with the majority. I like the minority.
Yeah, you like being black.
Now let's get back to college football, Big Marcus, man. Today is this weekend is rivalry week. It started yesterday with the college games, Mississippi State. But I have a few games on tilt, man.
We going into your games?
Just a few, man. This is real deal Holyfield right here. Ohio State and Michigan, which is on right now. Ohio State look like about to pull away. A minute and a half left, 31-20. Tonight, got the Iron Bowl. Today, the Iron Bowl. Alabama and Auburn. We're going to come back and talk about that in just a moment.
We are?
Yeah, we need to. Okay. Absolutely. Number 2, Clemson at South Carolina. Now, South Carolina is unranked. However, Clemson is going into South Carolina. This is a rivalry game. Anything can happen. Notre Dame and Stanford is a rivalry game. The reason why I'm highlighting these games right here,
why? Because
Clemson loses, it knocks those guys out of that thing. Miami lost. Miami and Clemson play next week. We're going to get into this stuff in just a moment, Big Marcus. Last one I want to note. There is a Summerlin Watch game tonight. Summerlin Watch. Texas A&M plays at number 20 LSU. Again, Kevin Sumlin can be fired after any game. So we have to give that Summerlin Watch.
I think you're the only one trying to fire Kevin Sumlin.
I like Kevin Sumlin. I
haven't heard anything about Kevin Sumlin in some games now.
I know.
You the only one that talk about him every
Sumlin
week.
Watch.
Yeah.
I like Kevin. I wish the Cowboys could hire him. Offensive coordinator. Yes, sir. Big Marcus, let's go ahead and get into some college football talk. Miami lost yesterday. 24-14 to Pittsburgh. One defeat. They lost late in the season. That's my concern. See, you want to lose early. You don't want to lose late.
Miami might still be in there.
Okay.
On my list, I got them at number 5.
Okay. Well, on my list, they are number 5.
They number 5?
They are number 5.
Oh,
Wisconsin moves up. Clemson
number
is
2.
3. Number two has always been OU for me. Always been. I told you, OU is the second best team in the country. I've been saying that. Okay. They have the Heisman Trophy win on their team. But for me, Bama, OU, Clemson, and Wisconsin. They in there. Listen, as much as the posters want to keep them out, they are in there.
They in there, but they should be higher than number 4 on your list because they're undefeated. And you don't want to put their first game against Alabama. You don't want to have them playing Alabama.
Well, the reason why they're not as high as they should be, the zero losses does mean something. However, I do have to say.
It's no however.
Well, I have to say this, though, Big Marcus. And the reason why I say this is because strength of schedule means something.
Do you do Bama like that?
Well, Bama has played a better competition as far as schedule. They have. Now,
but it's still weak.
Well, it's stronger than Wisconsin. Listen, they are stronger than Wisconsin. But Wisconsin is in there. Now, what they have to do, right, Big Marcus, they will play most likely Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship. Wisconsin wins that game, they're in the bowl playoff. Okay? Miami and Clemson play next week. This is interesting because one of those two teams lose, the other's out.
True that.
Ohio State with 2 losses.
And I would say the winner of that game is in. Whether it's Miami or Clemson. Whoever wins that game is in.
I'm not sure because I like Alabama. I like OU. I like Wisconsin.
That's 3 right there.
Well.
And that last spot is the winner if Clemson still is
I got you.
1 loss. And Miami is 1 loss. Then there it is.
I'm going to tell you what to really blow this thing out the water. Alabama loses. If Alabama loses to Auburn, it blows this thing out the water because what happens is Georgia sitting at number 7. They're waiting on Alabama or Auburn to play in the SEC championship. See, they can really mess things up. And it can happen. And listen, with 2 losses, and you said this, no 2-win team gonna get in.
You making my head hurt.
It's very possible. It's very possible a 2-win team can get in, Big Marcus. So I'm just letting you know. Yeah, pick up your smokes.
You got too many scenarios.
Hey, I told you when we was doing this, Big Marcus. See, I studied this. See, and this is a fluid list, sir. It's fluid. It changes. It's not funny. It's not funny. It changes. It's a fluid list. And I told you that, these are kids, college football. You just don't know. You just don't know. You just do not know. But I want to say this, though. We talking about the top 4. We talk about OU. What you think about your boy? I like him. He plays with an edge. But last week, he did the fool. He did the fool. Baker Mayfield. He did the fool. Now, for you who don't know, the last week during the coin toss, Oklahoma and Kansas players didn't shake his hand. They didn't shake his hand. So during the game, after one of the touchdowns scored for OU, Baker is seen on camera talking to the sideline of Kansas, talking, cussing crazy. Then he grabbed his crouch. I like him. But Baker, you can't do that. But
come on, B.
He was.
It's emotional.
It is, but you can't grab your crouch. You can't do that in front of 6,000 to 7,000
man, that's
people.
the problem, man. You take away these guys' personality, man.
Personality.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me? Well, look, I want to go to Baker because we got Baker. We got Baker in here to talk to us.
Probably crying and shit.
Yeah, he was crying. He was crying because they stripped him of his.
We're gonna talk about it, man. But
yeah, well, let's go to Baker.
Playing at OU is something I always dreamed of. So not starting's, it is what it is, but not being a team captain is something so much more. And so, and it's hard because it'd be hard if it was a regular game or not, but it being my last one here ever, it means a lot more. It's going to be tough because Saturday was already going to be, without all of this, it was already going to be an emotional one. And it's going to be hard to handle, but this just,
That was Baker. And the reason why Baker was so emotional was because
they made him do it.
No, they didn't make him do it. His last game at home today. Come on, baby. Right now, statistician, I think they beating the brakes off of Kansas. They beating them by like 30, 40 points.
That's Oklahoma State.
Who Oklahoma State is beating Kansas?
They beat Kansas
last week.
No, OU is playing Kansas. I think today.
No, they're not.
They're not.
No.
Who's OU playing today? As you're looking at up, statistician, finally working today, sir. Thank you. OU. They stripped his captaincy. And this was the last game he played at home. I know I was checking it out too. They stripped his captaincy, so he was very emotional, and so was the coach. He was, but Baker Mayfield.
Did you file for that?
Well, it's not about filing for it.
Did you see it on TV? Because he didn't shed any tears. No tears ran down. He just.
You're too hard for yourself, sir.
What you talking about?
You're just too hard for yourself.
Man, you filing for the Okie doke, man. Don't file for that, man.
Well, I brought up Baker
They
Mayfield.
made him, hey, man, I need you to go out there, man. I need you to apologize. I need you to be emotional about it.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know about that. But I the reason why I brought up Baker was because in a few months, he's going to be drafted into the NFL. And he's reminding people, like I told you before, he's reminding people of who won Johnny Manziel. Why?
That's not true.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because he's small in stature. He's a rebel. He plays without any pride. He just play. He just play foot. He just go. He's a rebel. He plays hard. He don't follow the rules per se. He just do his thing. Now, he did get in trouble off the field this past summer. He got in trouble. He had a drinking incident, and he was running from the police. So he does have some off the field blemishes here. But my question to you is, Because he's my Heisman. I mean, he's the Heisman winner by far. Yeah, no one is close. No one is close. But because of that, I want to get your insight as far as how do you see Baker going forward?
I think he's the best quarterback. Just like last year. Who was the best quarterback last year to get
Lamar
drafted?
Jackson. See, we forget about Lamar Jackson.
It
He's
was
still
Watson last year. You know what I'm saying? And
I like Deshaun Watson, but Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback last year.
Regardless, Watson was the best quarterback coming out to me last year.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of teams passed on him. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will pass on Mayfield, but he's the best quarterback out there because it's proven. You see it. You see it every Saturday. And that's the problem with scouts and people like you know, who want to talk about the dudes and Wyoming and stuff like that. I have no problem with Baker and what he did.
Well, I have a problem with it only because if he's the leader of my organization, he's the leader of my multi-million-dollar program.
Come on, they do it all the time,
I need
man.
him to be more of a Peyton Manning, less of a Baker Mayfield type. I need him to be a little bit more
Baker
astute.
Mayfield is Baker Mayfield. You know what you get with Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? You act like they ain't cussing people out there and talk about their mamas and stuff on the field. He just got caught on camera.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, I understand, but you just cannot do that. You just
Cut that dude some slack, man.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see Baker Mayfield, my Heisman Trophy winner, anyway, coming up. So we got to go ahead and get out of here. With that being said, we got the Breezy segment coming up shortly. But before we get there, we're gonna have a commercial break. We're gonna have another topic coming up. So SP, let's go ahead and get into it. This is The Real Game.
This is The Real Game on VillaCoolaRadio.com.
The Fabric Extent is now in
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely, let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered with an assortment of durable nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
What up, Ryder? This is your main man's Calvin.
I know you asking for easy, but girl, I please more than your body. Can you just give me what we started in the morning? Oh, we got to get up
Live every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on VillaCoolaRadio.com.
You gotta earn your weight in gold.
On VillaCoolaRadio.com and
maybe I just did.
Sometimes.
Hey, what's good, Joe? It's your man, Cam King. Hey, be sure you tune in and vibe out to the sexiest hour on internet radio. That's the Fabric Extent, which airs every day from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, around baby making hour from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, and then you know what? Right after that, you can turn up with your man, since I host the hippest playlist on the planet. That's the Hip Hop Timeline, every day from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All exclusively on the VillaCoolaRadio.com. For fans of music, let's go.
Tell your friends.
What's going down, man? This your boys, Cal Bees and Big Marcus, man. This is The Real Game, man. We pushing through that thing in that big body Escalade on them 33 and a half, man. AC is on, windows are up, windows are tinted. We are rolling. We are
Smoking
rolling.
this bitch.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, we smoked out in this thing, unfortunately. Download the Villa Cooler Radio app once again, man. Listen, on the Villa Cooler Radio app, you're going to get the block, you're going to get The Real Game, but also you're going to get music, man, 24/7, no commercials. We rolling. Our DJs on there is, man, Robert Henry VI. We got DJ Poltergeist, man. We got our own Big Marcus, man, with that takeover. We got SP with that Fabric Extent, that sexy hour, the hip hop timeline, doing that thing. So, man, we doing this thing real big.
If you need my boy to be in a commercial, man, hit us up, man. We got you covered, man.
Yeah,
some acting skills on the commercial, man. Make sure you hit them up, man. I got big dreams for this dude.
Yeah, I got to talk to SP about that.
You gonna be next to Denzel.
Let's get into the next topic, man.
Denzel Williams.
Oscar Pistorius.
Blade Runner.
A.K.A. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
I'm gonna put what's left of my foot in your ass. I'm gonna kill him, sugar.
I said the best run I done seen with no legs.
Yeah, man. For y'all who don't know, Oscar Pistorius, man, a few years ago in the Olympics, he's the only amputee to ever participate in the Olympics, the Summer Olympics.
He didn't get a
He didn't win, but he was a sprinter. He ran I think the 2 and the 400.
Yeah.
He was a sprinter. He did really, really well. He's from South Africa. So he competed for the South African team, and he was really, really good. However, in 2013, in the middle of the night on Valentine's Day, he shot his girlfriend 4 times. She was in the bathroom. He thought she was a burglar, intruder. He shot her 4 times. Killed her.
Through the door.
Shot her through the door. Went on trial. Was convicted of manslaughter. He was convicted of manslaughter. Sentenced to 6 years. However, that wasn't satisfactory. So it was not satisfactory. So that conviction was actually overturned by the South African Supreme Court. Gave him 13 years. They doubled his sentence. They doubled his sentence, 13 years.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, that's tough. Because in South Africa they don't have
death penalty.
They don't have death penalty. So I know you may be wondering, well, how could he get 6 years or 13 years? I don't know. But that's how they do it in South Africa. However, it can still be appealed. It can still be appealed to the Constitutional Court. That's the highest court in South Africa, the Constitutional Court. So right now he's looking at 13 and a half years, and he's already served a year. They gave him a year's time. So right now he can come up for parole, I think 2023.
He's supposed to get out
19.
Oh man.
He was supposed. Yeah, and that's the crazy part. 2019 he was going to come up for parole, but they said no sir, we need more time. Blade Runner. So he's looking at least another 4 more years in jail for and they did upgrade the charge to murder, not just manslaughter. So Oscar Pistorius, man, that's a tough deal. But you remember? You do remember that guy?
I remember.
Okay,
I remember. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, man, he was off the chain. Don't be funny, man. Because I saw your legs. I saw your legs trying to move. Don't come on, man. Look, man, the lady. Look, his girlfriend was killed. He's in jail, and don't make this a funny, bro. Just stick to the story. Don't be a funny guy. This guy here, man. Well, y'all didn't see, man. He started to move his leg like he was trying to run. Come on, man. Just Oscar Pistorius, man. God, dog.
I'm just one of the main details of the trial is he didn't put his legs on when he got through the door.
Well, that was true. He did not put his legs on. He did.
No, I don't think those special just for running.
Okay.
Yeah, you got just normal.
Man, I just want to give a quick shout out, man, for listeners, man, that's riding with us, man. These riders, Danielle Shaquille Dixon and Crystal Chantel Bursey. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and listening to us, spending some time with us, man. Y'all are official riders.
Yeah, I hope you like me more than him.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Comment, man.
Huh?
Oh, just tell them to comment.
Oh, okay. Hey, give us a shout too, man. 214-267-8320. You can always call and let Bill Marcus know how funny he is not.
I don't try to be funny. I'm telling you the real, man.
Yeah, but I mean, Oscar Pistorius, man. You could even fix your mouth because you was finna be funny, man. The guy's in prison for killing his girlfriend.
I'm just giving you details, man.
I'm gonna put what's left of my foot in your ass. I'm gonna kill him, sugar.
Oh, that's dirty. What's left of my foot? Where'd that come from, man? Where they gonna put what's left of his foot? Boy, I tell you guys, boy, you know what, man? Some of you guys I need to pray for forgiveness around here.
Man, we just reporting the news, man. What's going on?
That what you call it, reporting the news?
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, shout out, man, to the South African court who decided to give him 13 years instead of 6, man. You know, hey, it is what it is. Oscar Pistorius, man.
It's hard out there, man.
Yeah, it's hard out there for a pimp. So, I know we got a few minutes left, but I think we can go ahead. What, you got something?
No, I just said with no legs. It's hard out there, pimp, with no legs.
All right, and SP, I know we're going to go ahead and move on to...
We breezy?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Because this guy, man,
Who is the hottest bitch in the game? Cal B. Easy's Breezy's.
I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem.
What it do, man? We are here, we are there, we are everywhere.
You got a bad one?
I'm writing this with my left hand. I'm right-handed too. I'm writing it with my left. I'm right-handed. This is the what? This is the Cal B. Easy Breezes, man. Don't mess up. Don't mess this up. This is a very important part of the show. This is the part
that's
of the
impressive to you that you could cross out something with your.
Yeah, I'm ambidextrous. I'm ambidextrous. Breezes, man. Listen, we got a beautiful breezy segment today. This is going to be one of the better breezy segments. There's no letdown here. There's no letdown with these young ladies right here. First of all, we do have the winner from last week. She is back. She is definitely in effect. I call her La little sister. We're gonna call her Breezes, man. Listen, we're gonna turn that down just a touch. Jessica Genshell, she is back one more week with us, man. And I tell you what, this lady right here is an absolute stunner. You hear me? She's a stunner, and I don't mean stunter. I mean a stunner. She goes probably about 5'5", 5'4". She's a short, but she is thick, and she is ready. She works out. Let me tell you something, guys. She loves her legs. She loves those legs, and so do I. She has a beautiful tan. She's a very, very, very tough built woman. Beautiful eyes. She, like I say, she remind me of a Lala Vasquez. You know who Lala is, don't you? Lala? Carmelo's wife. Beautiful young lady.
She getting old.
Huh?
Lala getting old.
Yeah, but this right here, I'm just saying, I'm trying to give the riders a visual of Jessica Genshell. Go check her out, man, Jessica Genshell. And for those who don't know who she is, a few years ago when James Harden kind of got embroiled into a situation with Chloe when he was dating her, this is the young lady that kind of broke up that happy home, Jessica Genshell. So
you found that out about on a little bit?
No. I just did research.
Basketball wise.
Yeah. So her challenger. That's 1 week winner, Jessica Genshell. Her challenger is Judy_Blume. Judy_Blume. Now, she is an entertainment exotica, aka
stripper.
Yep, she does a little something strange with some trains. You can catch her at V Live Dallas, man. She's a beautiful, beautiful young lady. She's darker. She's a darker complected young lady. Has a lot of hair. Not sure if it's hers, but she is pretty. She's a good built woman. Take care of herself. She gets her rest. Her legs are to die for. Man, look at that brown thing back there. That's a basketball back there. Absolutely. Judy Blume, you can check out. Man, I would probably say she's probably about the same size as Jessica Genshell. Pretty eyes. She has a very sensuous look to her as well. So, with that being said, check out that V Live Dallas as well. I don't know if she's gonna be there tonight, but that's what you can check out at. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and throw this thing to my esteemed co-host, Big Marcus, Jessica Genshell, Judy Blume. Who's on deck?
I think Jessica. Is it Jessica?
Jessica Genshell.
Yeah. I think Jessica drinks more water because she has one picture where it's just water coming out of her. So I'm gonna go with the person that drinks more water.
Okay. Super producer. Please, sir.
I'm a loyal kind of guy. I'm gonna stick with the champion.
Okay. He's loyal.
That's
He does
two.
That's two. Super producer, I need your comment on today's breezies. Not super producer. London the Great. Well, look, I looked at London the Great and said super producer. I apologize, sir. I apologize.
To be clear now, Judy Blume ain't the Judy Blume to write the kids' books.
Did she run double duty? No, because we have to.
Doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't
You have to
I
ask.
wanna assume.
You have to ask. Yes. Yeah. You have to ask. But I think she put that underscore to kind of differentiate between her and the children's book writer.
That thing.
She don't look like she writing any books.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the champion.
Jessica Janshell, she is today's Cal Be Easy's breezy winner. Judy Bloom, Judy _Bloom, thank you for showing up and definitely showing out. If you get a few more picks up on here, maybe we can do a little bit more justice to you, but you don't. So, hey, you got a parting gift. Let's do it.
I don't fuck with you.
Throw the piece on.
She threw the piece on. Gotta go. Jessica Janshell, you're here again. Second win. You get a parting gift as well.
Hi, Miss Parker.
Hey, Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. Listen, Jessica Janshell, congratulations. You are at number 2. You almost, once you get to 3, it gets tough. And I have someone on deck. She is really willing and she is ready to dethrone you off your seat here. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. That was your Cal Be Easy's Breezes. Let's go ahead and get to it.
This is The Real Game on VillaCoolaRadio.com.
That's all right.
I could.
It's all good. Hey, Kobe, we got Kobe Savage on deck. Let's then we got that half mercy. Let's get to it. Kobe Savage, Villa Coola's own Kobe Savage.
And his honor. Maybe if I'm forgiven and Jesus is in my corner, this troublesome life I see won't bother me any longer.
Every day I send a prayer up into the sky.
Every day,
waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
I'm smoking kush, reading scriptures from the book of John. If I'm wrong, please forgive me, I'm your fallen son. Misunderstood like a preacher who talks in tongues. You can't relate, your feet never had to walk the slums. I'm waiting for an answer to my prayers. I need peace like my next breath of air. My next breath ain't promised, but I ain't scared. Father, forgive me for sinning like I ain't care. I almost fell out, but I'm still balanced. It's up to me to make the most of each and every talent. Each and every challenge I accept it right. You never know how strong you are until you have to fight. These snakes strike, try and send you to the afterlife. I'm still learning, had to read a few chapters twice. Jesus Christ, have mercy on me every night. I am patiently waiting on your sound advice.
Every day I send a prayer up into the sky.
Every day,
waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
I'm dreaming of a life free from strife, free from fake friends and feds who might indict. Only positive vibes is in my sight. I'm only vibing with God, so when I write, my words bound to take listeners to a higher height. I'm thankful in the morning, thankful in the night. Whenever I'm performing, you can see the light. You can see the inspiration, this is more than hype. I'm the master of these ceremonies. My delivery been precise since a love, homie. I'm blessed to bless stages with the good news. I'm trying to split the Red Sea and make a mountain move. My faith stronger than it's ever been. Truthfully speaking, bro, I've never had a better friend. I tried doing this alone, but it's far from done. I need Jesus in my life, Lord, please respond.
Every day I send a prayer up into the sky.
Every day,
waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Waiting for an answer.
I'm waiting.
Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins. Every day I send a prayer up into the sky. Waiting for an answer. Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Waiting for an answer. Maybe the Lord will forgive me of my sins.
What's up, world? You're listening to VillaCoolerRadio.com. Tell your friends.
What it do, what it do, what it do. Is my mic up? I can't even hear myself. Oh, if I put my headphones on, I can hear myself. What it do, man? This is the real game, man. Villa Cooler Media, man. Hey, man, we doing this thing real big, real official. 2018 is already behind us. We are looking at 19 real strong. So, congratulations. 2019. I said 2018 already behind us.
2000 what?
18. Yeah. I'm going to step ahead. I need one.
I'm like, yeah.
I know. But no, man. Congratulations to Jessica Janshell, man. She was our breezy winner this week. We will see you next week. So we're gonna go ahead and move on with the Real Game Sports Show. Big Marcus.
What up?
I'm gonna ask you a question. Sir. Are you buying what the Boston Celtics are selling? I'm just asking a question.
Am I buying?
Don't shoot the messenger.
No.
You're not?
No.
Why not? Best record in NBA?
I understand. Best record, 16-game winning streak. Kyrie is the man.
MVP right now.
I agree with you. I don't know. I'll take that back.
I mean, best player on the best team.
Harden is.
Well, yeah, we can go with the beard. We can go with the beard as well.
But at some point, the luck has to wear off, and
you call this luck?
Luck. It has to wear off, and everything will catch up with you. The Hayward injury, you not having enough superstars or elite players to go 7 games with whoever. Kyrie can only do so much. So no, I'm not falling for the okie doke. Banana in the tailpipe.
Okay, you said something that caught my attention. You said 7 games. So basically, what you're gearing towards is, they can win some games in the regular season, but once it comes playoff time, you saying they don't have enough horsepower. They don't have enough horses.
You want me to give you an example?
I'm here.
Houston Rockets.
No, wait, no. What you get a clap for? What you get a clap for?
That was epic. Did you see the Houston Rockets?
Man, you lean back and all of a sudden we get claps. Why? Come on, man. What we get claps for? Why is Houston a good example?
Harden is the man. Houston is always 3-4 in the West. Can't get it done in the playoffs.
I mean, that's not. Listen, that's not
same exact thing.
Listen. Nobody has gotten it done the last few years outside of Golden State and Cleveland. So let's not go there. Well, let's keep this thing. Let's keep the narrative here.
That's the point.
Let's keep the narrative here with Boston this year. Boston, 7-game series. Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown is a budding super. He's a budding star. Jaylen Brown. He's a budding star.
This dude had one game because his homeboy died.
Jaylen Brown is a budding star. Okay. Al Horford is a bona fide star.
He's 45. He's the same
I
age we are.
I understand. Marcus Smart is a defensive stopper.
Can't score. Can't do nothing.
Jason Tatum is playing really, really well, which I didn't give him his proper due. He's playing really well.
I told you that one, but he's not ready yet.
Marcus,
you just trying to find people now.
Listen,
it's no superstar. It's no elite. You told me a couple of weeks ago that you got to have more than one superstar to win the championship, right? Did you tell me that?
Did I say that? If you say so, I go with it.
How many superstars do they
have? Kyrie.
So
and that could be debatable. Somebody may debate that.
He's a superstar.
Okay.
He's elite. Don't get me wrong. Don't sleep on Kyrie.
Okay.
He can get you 40, 50. He's the main reason why LeBron got a ring in Cleveland.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sleep on Kyrie.
Okay.
Kyrie is the man. But you got to have help. And you got to have another superstar.
Okay.
And with Hayward going down, which I didn't believe too much in Hayward, but you telling me this white boy is something great.
Hayward is the truth. Gordon Hayward is the truth.
You playing in Utah, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But with him going out, they have no chance. They still don't have no chance. So, yeah, you can get excited about this 16-game winning streak.
So they don't have a chance?
No chance.
So with that being said, Boston in the East is not the best team in the East?
They were the best team last year, and what happened?
Okay. So
Didn't you tell me last year, they the number one seed, but they ain't the best team?
Well, yeah, that's what I said. That's what's
going to happen this year.
So is Cleveland looking like that team coming out of the East?
Man, it's early, man. They going yeah. Cleveland coming out the East.
Okay, well, I
me.
only say that because there's some things going on in Cleveland, right? It's some things going on. You have some injuries. And you have some pending retirements, right? Isaiah Thomas is not back, but right now the big story is Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose has been away from the team for the last week. He's missed 11 games already this year. The last one he played in was against Milwaukee, I believe, when he was hurt on a flagrant foul by Greg Monroe. Hurt his ankle. He hasn't been back. Now the team has just kind of given him some time away for him to decide if he wants to stay. But before we get into the Derrick Rose talk, before we get into the Derrick Rose talk, let's go to LeBron, because LeBron has some comments, something he wants to say about D Rose.
More importantly, as one of his brothers and somebody that we got to know in these last couple months, we want whatever he decided to do, we want the best for him. At the end of the day, you can't substitute nothing for happiness. And obviously we know the injuries that he's been going throughout his whole career, and we hope this ain't the end. But if it is, I was happy I got an opportunity to spend a couple months with him, and watch him, be the great point guard that he once was, and but at the end of the day, a clear head. There's no substitute for that. We want the best for Derrick at the end of the day. So, no matter if he comes back, no matter if he doesn't, we want him as an individual, as a man, as a father, to be just happy with whatever decision he makes.
That was LeBron, the King James, commenting on the pending retirement, maybe, of Derrick Rose. I don't want to so much talk about the Cleveland James. I do believe that the Cavs are still the kings of the East. I do buy that narrative.
I'm just gonna tell you, man. The reason why I do this show with you every week is because people show me that they agree with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes me come back.
He speed that one. I thought you were going to give me a compliment. He turned it back on you. Ain't this about
I'm
the truth?
just letting you know why I come back, man. Because at the end of the show, I'll be pissed off at you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But because of the people on Facebook who's come in and agree with me, give me that fuzzy feeling inside, I come back every week, man. But what were we talking about?
That was so self-serving.
Derrick.
That was so self-serving.
You do it all the time.
That had
You do it all the time, man.
Okay. You got one over.
You're a savant, right?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I think you just made that word up. I don't even think that's in the dictionary.
Okay. I'm great. No, Derrick Rose. He stepped away from the game for a while. Okay. Sources are saying that, he's tired of being hurt. His body is just not doing what it needed to do. But he also had a rough summer, right? He was on trial for sexual assault of a young lady. Last year, him and his fiance or wife, I think, that he got caught cheating. He had a child he was very close to, so that kind of, he having some issues with that. So Derrick Rose is having some problems away from the court, in addition to the injuries, right? But I had to put that out there just to kind of give you the back talk of Derrick Rose. But I will say this: what would Derrick Rose be if he would not have gotten hurt initially?
That's where you want to go?
That's where I want to go.
Before we even go there, I want to talk about Derrick Rose.
What you want to talk about for?
Huh?
What?
Stop being a crybaby, man. Everybody got issues, man. You make millions of dollars every year, man, and you debating whether you want to come back or not. Grow up, man. You know what it remind me of? It remind me of a person who don't know how to handle their downfalls, man. That's what it remind me of, man. Come on, yeah, you do that all the time, man. Disappearing shit, man. Get your feelings in check, man. Stop being a mama's boy, man.
Well, last year he did do that. When you said the Disappearing Act, he did do that with New York last year. He said he had to be with his family. He had something going on with his family. He had to be with them. This year was excused absence, quote unquote. I'm not gonna go against you as far as the grow up part or whatever it is. I just know he's having some issues. James saying he has some issues above the neck. I'm not gonna disagree with that either.
You gotta realize that you will never be the same player you was.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think that he never adjusted to that thought process because he was so explosive. We talk about Russell, but before there was a Russell. Well, wait a minute.
Don't go there, B.
Yes, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there really, really fast. Derrick Rose could have been what Russell Westbrook is. Absolutely. The explosiveness from the point guard position, we hadn't seen that before Derrick Rose. We hadn't seen that.
I would agree that. I would even go a step further. Derrick Rose might have been better than Westbrook.
Did you just say better than Russell Westbrook? Did you just say that?
It didn't happen, though.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
But, he had potential. He had it all. Put it like that.
I like that what you said. I like the narrative that you said, that he did not, that after the injury, he just did not realize that he was not going to be who he was. And because of that, I think that they played on him. And he tried to go hard. He tried to go strong, but his body just kept breaking down and just kept failing him. Muscle spasms, ankle injuries, all types of things that's been happening with him. So it's looking like he may be done. So
man, he'll be back, man. He got too much money on the table. He got an $80 million deal.
No, he signed for the veterans minimum.
I'm talking about an $80 million deal with Adidas.
Oh,
that he's still working. He got $80 million left, and they have to release a shoe every year he play. He coming back, man.
Is his shoe even selling?
I don't give a damn if they paying me $80 million. I don't give a damn if that shit that it's sit on the shelf. That's $80 million I'm finna walk away from.
Talking about shoes, we're gonna get into shoes.
We finna get into shoes.
We
All right.
We got.
I done pay for these goddamn shoes. Ain't got them yet.
Yeah, we gotta pay some bills. We got commercial. We got commercial coming up. We gotta pay some bills. But we gonna get into some shoe talk in just a minute on the other side of this break, man. This is The Real Game coming right back at you.
This is The Real Game on VillaCoolaRadio.com.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at lturner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
What up, riders? This is your main man's Cal Be Easy.
And your boy, Big Marcus.
Man, we are hosts of the hottest, dopest sports show in the world. The Real Game, the game inside of the game.
Man, you can check us out live every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on VillaCoolerRadio.com.
And you can also download our podcast 24/8 on VillaCoolerRadio.com and Google Play.
Man, we out this bitch.
Man, it's love some music.
Hey, what's good, Joe? It's your man, Cam King. Hey, be sure you tune in and vibe out to the sexiest hour on internet radio. That's the Fabric Extent, which airs every day from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, around baby making hour from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, and then you know what? Right after that, you can turn up with your man, since I host the hippest playlist on the planet. That's the Hip Hop Timeline, every day from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All exclusively on the VillaCoolerRadio.com. For fans of music, let's go.
What up? My bad, man. I got caught on my phone doing my thing real quick. This is the Real Game, man. We coming right back at you, man. Real quick. What's up?
You texted Mika.
Who is Mika?
The one on the commercial.
Oh, no. Who is Mika? Wow.
You fly on the commercial, man.
Man, what it do? Hey, man, shouts out. James, what it do, man? James, man, appreciate you. Daniel, man, appreciate your comments, man. Keep them coming. Big Marcus, like your comments. I guess he thinks you're siding with him. I don't care. Anita, hope everything is going on right.
We hungry, Anita. We need to sit down and figure out this contract.
We'll figure out. Hope everything is going
all
right.
Weekly meals, man.
Meals on wheels. I like that.
B, you got a bigger budget, man.
Huh?
You got a bigger budget at work. You got a raise.
Oh, hell no. I said, oh, hell no. You got that right. Ain't no raise here, buddy. Okay. Raise up out of there. That's what I can have to. Let's go ahead and get into D-Rose. We talked about D-Rose already. Golden State, OKC, the game was this week.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Did you know? I don't know if you knew this, that the NBA has 22 games. Basically, the 22 games are primetime matchups that you would not sit your star players. And how they got the schedule is when they have of those 22 games, they don't have those teams on back-to-backs, and they don't have them in a 5-game, 7-day stretch. In other words, because I said that to say this, Kevin Durant had an ankle injury, but they played him. But he didn't play the next game, so Steve Kerr said that I might not should have played Kevin Durant. Well, I understand. Now, yeah, their excuses are tools of incompetence that build mounds of nothingness. I understand that.
I like that. Say that again.
Excuses are tools of incompetence that builds mounds of nothingness.
You're an old father, man. Just like Cam say. I bet you be telling Dylan that. You know what I'm saying?
I tell him that.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I do. But no, I wanted to talk about the OKC Golden State matchup. Golden State got handled, right? OKC gave it to him. And what I took from that, you said the real Oklahoma City team showed up, right? Is that what you said?
I'm waiting to say that.
Okay, well, I don't want to steal your thunder. You like that? You like that, London? You like that one? You don't want to steal your thunder? I don't want to steal your thunder. That was good. That was good. No, but what?
Nah, you know what a joke, man, when the person telling you a joke said that was good.
Yeah, it was good. That was good.
You had to convince yourself.
Had to convince myself. That was good. Do y'all like the backdrop? I know they like the backdrop, man. The backdrop, man, for y'all who don't see this backdrop, Under the Great, man, this guy is something else, man. He was feeling really good about this one.
Yeah.
It's solid. Go ahead. You don't even know what we're talking about.
Man,
OKC and Golden State, man.
Oh, yeah. I want to make sure people pay attention to that game, man. You have the real OKC, man. That was the real OK. All this other basketball y'all done seen and watch and stuff, this is what y'all going to get playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Golden State, look out. Durant, look out. With your pink turtleneck on.
You didn't like that. I saw you. You was upset about. I mean, it made you feel some type of way? Because you got up early in the morning with that post.
No, I'm just kind of, I get up in the morning. My first thing I do is go through ESPN, and I see Kevin Durant in
this. It's a salmon colored turtleneck.
It was
what color? It was salmon, not pink. It was salmon.
I don't even know what salmon is.
Yeah, it was salmon. but I ain't
gonna tell you how you sound right now. I ain't gonna tell you how you sound right now. That was pink, man.
What?
That shit was pink, man.
Okay.
I'm tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? But they got excuses. They gonna have excuses. Go stay like that. Watch out though.
Well, real quick, my thing with that was in order for that team to be successful, and I was telling Black early, Black from the Block, if that team is going to be successful, there has to be a pecking order. I know they've said that's Russell's team, but it's been they've been trying to figure that thing out. The problem is not with Russ, that's being his team. Who's second? Is it Melo or Paul George? That's where the things get kind of confusing.
You look too much into it, man. When it all
How am I looking too much into it? That's what it's going to take for them to be good.
Does it matter who's first or second or third,
Absolutely.
man? No, that don't matter, man. That don't
Did you
matter.
hear what you just said?
Yeah, I heard what I'm saying, man.
You have to have a pecking order, man.
It's team ball. It's team ball. You know what I'm saying? We play as a team. Whoever's open, whoever has the advantage against their man, that's who takes that shot, man.
No,
I'm not just gonna give you the ball because you're the first in line.
In conventional wisdom, yes. But what I'm saying is there has to be a pecking order.
What wisdom are you talking about?
Conventional wisdom says if there's a matchup, go to it. However, these guys are studs. These are alpha males. They don't care about no matchup. I want the ball. I want the basketball in my hands. So you mean to tell me when it's crunch time, Carmelo Anthony is not used to being on the side when it's crunch time. Well, he haven't played in too many crunch time situations lately. But I'm just saying, he's a stud. He's an alpha male. Paul George is an alpha male.
At the end of the day, you know who's gonna get the rock, and it's up to the coach to decide. You know what I'm saying? Who gets it, and it depends on who's on that night. But you looking too much into it. I'm telling you, what you saw Wednesday night while you was cooking the turkey and, you know what I'm saying, and eating pieces off of it, you know what I'm saying, that's what you was going to get.
It worked that night.
Come on, man.
But it has not been working up to that point.
It's a process because they got to learn how to play together, man. This is something new, man. You know, they haven't been in this offense.
Mark my word. Mark my word. They will have to establish a pecking. They have to. They have to. I heard what you're saying.
What you
Conventional wisdom says yes. If there's a matchup, go to it. But those guys are alpha males. They want the basketball when it counts. That's all I'm saying.
And Golden State, what's the pecking order at Golden State? Because I don't only know what you're talking about pecking.
Well,
order.
last year it was Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, the other guard. What's the other guard name? Thompson. That was the pecking order last year. This year, they haven't been at this best because why? Stephen Curry was trying to reassert himself as his team. That's what's going on with Golden State as well.
So they need a pecking order too.
It has to. Listen, LeBron, and we got to move on. But LeBron and Dwayne Wade, they showed us how it has to go. They showed us that you cannot have two Batmans. You got to have a Batman. You got to have a Robin.
They showed you because LeBron was the best player in the world.
Okay.
And he automatically was the Batman.
Okay.
Just like in OKC, your Batman is Westbrook. I don't give a damn who Robin.
Okay. All right. Well, I know you want to talk about this. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it.
Wanna be we got the drop.
Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blade.
All right. That's enough. That's enough.
Never lost.
That's enough.
How you gonna beat me? Who's better, LeVar or Michael
That's
Jordan?
enough. Man, do all that.
It's the highway.
LeVar Ball. He's been in the. Look, we.
Gotta be a better way, yeah.
I just want professionalism. Professionalism. That's the word of the day.
From a Motorola to a
Check me out though.
SkyTel phone.
LeVar Ball. You said something about the shoes supposed to be released. What, this week?
They supposed to drop the shoes. I was gonna ask you. You know, they supposed to drop the shoes yesterday. The shoes go out. Can you confirm that the shoes? Because people are now complaining about their shoes, man.
I can't confirm nor deny, but we have had a backlog of orders. So there was a slight delay.
And we were talking about the
ZL4s. Is the ZL4?
I don't even know because y'all changed the design.
No, just no.
After people done paid their money, y'all done changed.
They're coming. They're coming. But he also made news this week, the past week and a half or so. Him and Mr. President, Mr. President, they've been back and forth. The president won't thank yous for doing something that we don't even know if he really did or not. But before we go out of here, let's play that LeVar Ball clip.
Why don't you be a little lenient? What is the skepticism about? Why are we even talking about this with all these political matters going on in the world?
Well, but this is the one that concerns your
involvement. Somebody's going to go and tweet, and my involvement is always going to be with my son, but I don't have to deal with everybody around me.
I
just got to make
that.
sure he's taken care of.
But the president...
But there's a lot of people that can go around and say, LeVar, this is what I did for your son. I did this for your son. I did this. He'd never be where he was if I didn't do this for him. I'm not trying to hear all that.
I know, but there's
I'm just
a
saying,
difference
when you go
between...
over there, what are we talking about? We're talking
LeVar,
about
there's a difference between
a president doing something for my son.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. We got it. Now we're on the same page.
Okay.
So the president...
What did he do for my son?
The president...
That was an excerpt from an interview that he did with CNN this past week. That was LeVar Ball. That was the Surgical Daddy there, talking to the reporter about your president and thief, Donald Trump. How he was tweeting out he want thank yous for helping Jello get out of Japan.
Man, he's just trying to make America great again, man.
That's all you got to say.
No, I still got more to say though.
Man, what you got to say? What?
What's his name? This put it like this. This is what happened when you take your ass to another country and decide to break the law.
Yeah.
You pay the consequences, you know. And just because he mentioned it, we don't know what kind of help he did. You know what I'm saying? But because of your president that you got like this is what you get. Tell your son to stop going over there stealing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. However, Mr. President, it's a hail to the chief, hail to the thief.
Make America great again.
Let's just stick to helping America become better. Let's keep us out of war. Let's not get into verbal jabs with a college freshman's basketball player's father. Let's just stay out of those arguments.
If you got him out of China, would you want credit?
Well, we don't know what he did.
I'm
and
just
we're gonna have to get out of here because
if you did,
we don't know what he did.
I'm just saying
we do not know what he did. But if you do something for somebody, you don't have to broadcast it. You do it and you move on.
You don't.
Okay. So we got to get out of here because the weirdest part of this show is about to take off.
Let's do it.
This nigga's scared.
It is about that time, Cal. Be easy. Want to get the disclaimer in, bro?
Absolutely. This is Cal B. Easy of the Real Game Sports Show. Mr. and Mrs. Alien, I respect everything about you. So please do not bother my friends, family, or my phone. Thank you, Mr. Alien and Mrs. Alien. Y'all have a great day.
Already. Appreciate the Cal B.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so last week, guys, I promised you that I was going to give you some correlations between the timeline and domestic terrorism. Okay, I take this seriously.
Tell them what the timeline is, though. People might not know what the timeline is.
Okay, for all of y'all who are new to the show, be sure you stay tuned in to the hippest playlist on the planet. That's the Hip Hop Timeline.
So this is a
airs-
playlist.
It's just music, man.
It's just
It's just music.
It's a playlist.
This is just a music playlist.
But
playlist,
it's
yeah.
but it's art inside of a music playlist. You see what I'm saying, Big Marcus?
Yeah, I peep it. It's art.
So some might call me the Nostradamus of the easel. So anyway, correlations between domestic terrorism, these remarkably dangerous people that we deal with on a daily basis, and the hip hop timeline. So, Snoop Dogg, I forgot to get my dates together, but he came back. He came out with a song where he mentions one of the lines goes, "If you want to kick it with a he, it's all right with me," or something like that. Okay, Snoop said this in the song. So I played this song on the timeline, and shortly after is when they blew up Orlando. Okay. This
My
is
bad.
Not funny.
Nah, my
This is
bad.
not funny.
My
Okay?
bad. My
Okay,
bad.
the next one. The next one. Okay, I told you guys about the one that's currently running about the misuse of guns and the lack of gun laws. And then Las Vegas, the dude snipes people from Las Vegas roof or window, whatever. And also, you guys know that last month Kobe and I went to San Antonio, and that's when that church got blew up, which was like miles away from where we were. So the next one, I played UGK on the timeline earlier this year, and we ended up doing the concert with Bun B at the end of the year. B Wright, the artist we used to work with, he back when I put him on the timeline originally is when they blew up Dallas. We all remember that, the worst mass murder in right. So these correlations, the true correlations. And that's the last one. That was the last one would be right. So that's your K files for the week. What do you think about that, Cal? Be easy.
I don't know. Cause I just wonder if I give you some money and you take it to the casino, could you double it?
I may. I always advise people don't always bet against me. Is what I tell people.
Okay, I got it. Cause see, a lot of the stuff you were saying is kind of like bad.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
I'm just,
terrible.
Well, terrible. But I'm thinking if I do something, maybe to do. Okay, I got you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's your K files for the week.
Out of death.
This nigga's scared.
It's a dark K5.
Grim.
Yes.
World we live in.
I'm just happy that you participate. You asking questions
dark
now,
grim
sir.
world.
Well,
you asked the question.
These correlations is something else, you know. And it's a lot of death. It's a lot of grim.
That's what I said.
You know.
They are remarkably dangerous. Did I not? I've been saying it, right?
Yeah, dangerous.
I guess the question is not. The question is, how do you come up with the hip hop timeline playlist?
Well, it's
you meditate, burn candles. Do you do anything special?
No, it's not that deep, Big Marcus.
Okay.
No meditation. I just whatever. It's the timeline. So whatever is hot at that time, that's what I play.
Okay.
So it kind of like scripts the time. Yeah.
You gonna go down in history, man?
I may. Big
As
Marcus.
what? Nostradamus of the easel?
You're sleeping on the true talent, man.
Already.
We just got to refocus and adjust.
I think so.
The
Big Marcus.
vision.
Got a harness.
And shoot it in the direction
Get
that
it
we
going.
need.
Positive
and
energy.
this can open up the world to us, man.
Already. My sentiments exactly. Big
Man, I say, we here, man. We here.
We can continue, Cal. Be easy.
Can we?
Yeah, we can. We can go on now.
Man, you answer questions to lay your head
Well, because it took me from here to there real quick. The K Files, man, I'll tell you what, the most interesting part of the Real Game Sports Show. Indeed. Very interesting. So we're gonna go ahead. We got one more song. We got one more song by Villa Coola's own
Water. What's the name of the song?
Shouts out to Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Let's go to the song.
Put water in a teapot, it becomes the teapot.
This is The Real Game on VillaCoolaRadio.com.
You're now listening to the smooth sounds of Rick and Thaddeus music.
My daughter working in the gym, practicing backflips. Her daddy waiting outside, writing manuscripts. It's mandatory that we make the most of every gift. I give my children game and hope they spirits lift. Spiritual savage, that's how they reference me. Whoever say they ain't with it, no need to help them leave. God's cleaning up house, he put my life in order. He put me on a higher level than I ever thought of. Thinking to myself, my thoughts gon' get me caught up. Jesus suffered for our sins, with his life he bought us. If life is like a game, I'm in my second quarter. Mr. Savage, adapt to change, some say his flow like water.
Like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot.
My other daughter graduating, about to go to college. I did the best that I could do to make her hunger knowledge. From humble beginnings, I'm like Christopher Wallace. I could picture me winning with a fist full of dollars. But I'm wishing for nothing, I'm just praising my pilot. He took me from everything that kept me divided. I'm dividing the paper with my people in private. We privately speaking, yet my circle is solid.
Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Daddy duties in full effect. The fully loaded, you disrespect him, I meant your neck. I'm devoted with no regrets. My oldest told me he hate me, I pray for him nonetheless. Forgive us for harsh words. Wisdom say you should bite your tongue whenever your heart hurts. I was heartless, I needed church. Bitter from bad breaks and complaining just made it worse. I'm aiming for higher goals, no generational curse. We generating some dough while keeping the Father first.
This is what it is, okay? I said empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
What's up, world? You're listening to VillaCoolaRadio.com. Tell your friends.
What's going down? What's going down? This is Villa Coola's The Real Game Sports Show, man. Your boys, Cal B's and Big Marcus, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for holding on with us, riding with us, tuning in with us, showing out with us, man, while we turn up doing what we do. Shout out to Keller Logistics once again, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all been loyal listeners. Appreciate it. James, appreciate the comments. You've been with us from day one, man. Appreciate that. Tanisha, appreciate the like, man. We need those likes, like, and share the page. Share the page, man. Get this Real Game Sports Show out to these people, man, so they can get that realness coming at them. Big Marcus, do you have? No, before we do that, let's make some money.
Make some money, baby.
Let's go.
Oh,
we ain't gonna make no money right now.
No, we finna make some money.
We gonna make some money. Let's do
we
it.
finna make some money, man. Say, I don't need no drop, man. We are 10, 4, and 1.
With the push.
Yeah, the push is the one.
Oh, I don't know what the push is. I just like hearing it.
Oh, yeah.
I like hearing the push.
Yeah. Push is the one.
Okay.
So I got 3 games that I'm going to give you. We was 2-1 last week.
Better from the previous week. The previous week was not good.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks has been kind of shaky, just like the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? But we pushing through. At least we got a winning record, man. We still making money, man.
Yes, sir.
Quick. Carolina plays the New York Jets in New York. The spread is 5.5. Carolina, take Carolina. The Jets need to lose out. Carolina is trying to make that Super Bowl push. So take Carolina.
Good stuff.
Seattle and San Fran. At San Fran, Seattle is giving San Fran 7 points. Give the points.
That's interesting.
Take Seattle.
San Fran been playing well.
Take Seattle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in Russell Wilson right now. They a hot team. You know.
San Fran has been playing well.
Man, are you with me or are you?
I'm just saying. Go ahead. You got one more though. Got one more.
New Orleans, L.A. Rams.
Ooh.
In L.A.
Good game.
I believe in New Orleans, man. I believe that they are a complete team. This is a pick 'em. There's no spread. Whoever wins, that's
That's a good one.
So New Orleans with the pick 'em. Seattle, Carolina.
Good stuff.
Blue Dolphins.
Blue Dolphins.
Yeah. Oh. Let me keep it going. You know what I'm saying? We let's do this. Stat.
Women
Do you
lie.
have a stat?
Men lie. Numbers don't. The real game stat of the week.
SP, what happened to the We Got You Covered drop?
We need to redo the drop. It's too low, so we need to
Oh,
turn
okay.
the volume up on it.
Okay. He don't have a stat.
No. I do it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to pick the best one. I got so many today, man. It's hard. I could just spend 30 minutes just throwing out stats to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyrie had 30 points in 24 minutes. How many Celtics players have did that ever? Take a guess.
I would like to say none.
And one, man, Kevin Garnett.
KG? Okay.
In the whole history.
Okay.
Ohio State, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? This is the biggest comeback ever. 14 points, man. Another thing, JT Barrett to be
You got to keep bumping me every time you have something to say.
Yeah, man, I'm crunk, man. I'm crunk. You tripping?
You ain't got to bump me.
You tripping?
Just talk.
Are you tripping?
No, you ain't got to bump me though. I'm a grown man. Give me my
Man,
space.
You take the excitement out the shit, man. But JT,
Hey man, you got something? Come on, man. Stop bumping me. Just talk. You gotta bump me. Talk.
Last one, man. Last one. Yeah. He mad cause we running a commercial. He a little pissed off right there. You know what I'm saying? He won't even look at the commercial. Man, calm down, man. Don't be all in your feelings, man. You a star, man.
Man, come on, man.
Face
come
reality,
on.
man. Face reality, man. But JT Garrett, JT. Only quarterback in the history of the Ohio, Michigan to ever win 4 straight years.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey, man, I'm on top of this shit.
That
man.
has gotten coaches fired. Good job.
Yeah, I'm on top of this, man. I got this. You all right?
Women lie.
I'm good.
Men lie. Numbers don't. The real game stat of the week.
I'm good. We got 5 minutes. 5
I'm gonna
minutes.
give you a space.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? You feeling?
No, man.
There's something different about you today,
No,
man.
not different, man. But you know, when
I've been hitting you every time doing the shows, man.
I mean, you
for
might
30 straight shows,
you
man.
might bump me
Then
one
all
time.
of a sudden, this show you got an issue with it.
No,
man.
you might bump me one time. I get it. You getting my attention. But now it's like hey man,
That's me getting your attention.
No, I don't need, dude. Just talk. I don't need to be bumped every time. Just talk. I'm listening. I hear you.
This is how
I hear you right here.
This is how division story, man. Right here.
Well, call it what you want.
We need to put an end to this, man.
Respect my space.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
We're not doing that, man. We for life, man.
Man, okay.
Get used to me, man.
All right, man. Just man, you one more time. Man, it's gonna be a fight, dude. Sitting on me, man. Yeah. Anyway, man, looking at the Alabama-Auburn game, man, it's 7-7, man. I'm telling you, about to be
Alabama
halftime.
gonna blow them out, man.
Well, listen, they are in
Stop
Auburn.
tripping.
I'm just saying, like I told you earlier, and we got just a couple of minutes here before we get into the thought of the week. Alabama loses, man. This thing could just go all types of different
That's
ways.
what you want too. Huh?
Well, you know, we love this type of
Man,
this time of the year.
Auburn ain't got a chance, man.
Shout out Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly, he got hired at UCLA, 5-year, $23.5 million contract.
Man, I had a stat on that.
Yeah, boy, you was just on. What was the stat for that one?
Man, who was the coach? Jim Moore.
He was coach before. Yeah.
He got fired on his 56th birthday.
He got hired on his 54th, I think.
He got hired on his 54th. Jim Kelly.
We got the horns coming in. So UCLA hired.
Man, I'm
okay.
just throwing out stats. I got stats for 30.
So they fired a coach on his birthday and then hired a coach on his birthday. Isn't that some type of K-File stuff, SP?
It might be. That's a good correlation there,
That's
B.
a great correlation.
That's a great correlation.
Great correlation. So we'll talk about that.
Correlation to the fabric extent.
To the fabric extent that time, yeah. No.
While we're talking about correlation, let me get one right in.
Come on.
Okay.
Did you know that, you remember Prodigy, the rapper?
Yes.
He had
yes.
sickle cell?
Yes.
Did you know he died like the day before or the day after National Sickle Cell Anemia Day?
No, that I didn't know. I didn't know. It's
K-File.
interesting.
He choked on an egg, Calby.
Yeah, he choked on. He did. He choked on. It was an egg. Yeah, he choked on. Yeah, it was an egg. I knew he choked on something. That's how he died. Just not the actual sickle cell.
Can anybody look into what kind of egg it was?
This not funny, man. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Why do you always think I'm gonna make you
It's
try to
not
make
funny.
it funny? I just want to know what type of egg it was.
What
man.
you mean? What type of egg it was? How many types of eggs are there?
There's a lot of types. Over easy, scramble, boiled. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut that one out. 101 ways to die. You know what I'm saying?
It's not funny.
It's not. I just want to know what type of eggs. That's all I ask, man. Shit.
It's not funny.
Yes. Announcement. Cut back on your eggs.
I don't want to talk. I just don't want to talk, man. What's
I'm
wrong
gonna
with
save you real quick since we got like a minute or two to spare. I'm gonna give you a real good one.
Give me another one.
I'm gonna give you another one. This is not really K-Files. This is just something you probably didn't know. Did you know that if you go into the store and eat, that you won't get arrested, but as soon as you leave the store, you're stealing? So that's theft. You know where that came from?
Mm-mm.
Back in the day, you could go into other people's pastures, farms, gardens, and eat on their property and be okay. Now, as soon as you took the food off of their property, they could shoot you for stealing.
I couldn't shoot them for being on my property and
No.
eating my food.
No.
That's interesting.
And so that's why you can go to the grocery store now and eat up. No, of course you can't go into the store every day.
But if you went to
eating
the
up shit,
to the
but
grocers out and ate an apple or fruit,
you're totally good.
Oh yeah, I get donuts out the cake.
really? Keep going. Let's try that deal when we leave here. Let's go to Mears.
Nah, you can't do it. You can't do it.
Can't do it in here.
Go out there to Central Market.
Okay.
They got people that hand you out shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just circle around.
Circle around. Come on back.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Central Market, Sam's.
Okay. All right. We made it, man. We got there. Great show. We got there. But before we end it, we got to get to Cal Beats Easies, the real game's thought of the week. And what we like to do is we like to start that word, that thought with a word, and that word is going to be obstacles. Obstacles, a thing that blocks one's way or prevents or hinders progress. Let's do that again. Obstacles, a thing that blocks one's way or prevents or hinders progress. You know, I was thinking about it, Big Marcus, and I said, let me give you something that resonates.
For me.
Well, no, I just said your name because you're my host, co-host. So I'm just talking to the people, but I just had to think about it. And so we're a sports show, so I want to give it a sports analogy. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Obstacles in life are like hurdles on a track. They are only there to slow you down, not to stop your progress. So don't let life obstacles stop your progress. Keep jumping until you reach your destination. What?
I don't understand.
You don't understand? Obstacles are like hurdles. Like you have to jump over a hurdle. An obstacle is something that prevents you from progressing. So what I'm saying is, because you hit the hurdle, it does not mean you stop. You keep jumping until you reach your destination. Even if you hit another. Because have you ever seen a hurdler hit the hurdle and they fall?
Yeah.
Some don't get up and finish the race. They stop right there.
Who-
But I encourage you to
Who's
get up.
the U.S. chick that I always lose?
Who always-
Cute. She was cute, bright, did the hurdles.
Recently.
Yeah, last 2 Olympics. I wanna
What's
say.
her name?
I can't think of it.
They had the pretty eyes. I can't think her name. I know you're talking about though. Cause she was favored.
She don't got it.
Yeah, exactly. Cause she was.
What's her name?
Yeah, Allison was. No, it wasn't Allison. It wasn't Allison. Yeah,
Yeah, she bad. She was bad.
She was favored to win,
Yeah.
and she hit that hurdle.
Yeah.
And she stopped. She didn't have to stop.
Don't stop.
Get up. Keep jumping. You didn't get it?
Yeah, you got
I
it.
get it.
Yeah, you got it.
Good job.
Good job, teacher.
Thank you. Man, listen, man, it was a great show, Big Marcus. Great show. Number 35, I think.
Yeah, we somewhere up in there.
Somewhere in 35. You start losing count when you get past a certain number, man. Good show, man. Appreciate the support. Download the Villa Cooler Radio app. What?
I want people to go out there and listen to this song that I heard. She's a bad Mama Jamma. Just as fine.
Man, we
as-
talking about promoting Villa Cooler. What does Bad Mama Jamma got to do
I
with
heard it
promoting Villa
Thanksgiving,
Cooler?
man. I heard it over Thanksgiving. Just as bad as she can be.
Man, all right.
She's a bad
Download the
Mama
app.
Jamma.
Check us out, man.
Woo!
We
Just
every
as
day,
fine
2 to 4
as she
on
can be.
Facebook. Catch us anytime, any place. The block is hot. The DJs is on fire. Hey, if you got anything you want to do, promote your business, video, song, anything you want to do, holler at us. Villa Cooler Media is your one-stop shop. We also do T-shirts as well. This is your one-stop shop. So, great show. SP, good job. London the Great, great job. Statistician, you did work today. Good job, sir. Big Marcus, take us home.
If you need any acting lessons, hit B up, man. We out this bitch.
You're listening to The Real Game on VillaCoolerRadio.com. If you missed any part of the show, you can catch the replay every weekday on VillaCoolerRadio.com from 2 to 4 p.m. Central. You can download the show podcast anytime on VillaCoolerRadio.com.